a drawing, very similar to ones you had before, nothing new here, but again to remind you of the chronology of the most important facts. Notice above the line is alphabetical, below the line is numerical, and starts with King Cyrus and A and takes you through Christ being anointed, and Satan and his angels are bound by the cross, of course. So there's the chronology. You can look at it, but again, it's to back up that which you've already had for the book of Revelation, so that you make sure you've got these items very well put in your mind, because this is how the Bible teaches it. This is not putting together a chart and making the Bible fit it, which so much of the theology today is that way. But there it is. Then go to page 3 and get a chance to see here the Daniel 12 broken down, including the 70 weeks or 483 years. And here you see the 1290 days when he's anointed as Messiah, right up to the cross. And then from the PO, the Passover week, the beginning of that until the Passover or Pentecost, 1,335 days. That's why he said, "Blessed is he that waiteth to the 335th day," the receiving of the Holy Ghost, something the Old Testament people had no idea of. Stephen is stoned, of course, and then 70 A.D., the destruction of the city. So this gives you that breakdown. Page 4 then makes a comparison for you to understand the relationship of the book of Daniel with the book of Revelation. And on the left-hand side at the top, the book of Daniel is a natural book of natural happenings written to a natural people, Israel, that were under a natural covenant or a natural law. And chapters 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 all start then with Daniel's time and go forward to the cross, giving you 7 different views of information for the natural nations, so that as time goes by, they will understand that God is in their program and they're waiting for the coming of the Messiah. The great problem is, however, when the Messiah came, they did not reverence him and receive him. On the right-hand side at the top, the book of Revelation, a spiritual book of spiritual happenings written to a spiritual people, the church, under a spiritual covenant. And here you see this starts at the cross. This information starts at the cross spiritually and goes to the second coming, final judgment, and even into eternity. The statements get into that far. And you can see the breakdown. You need to kind of remember those as you would 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of Daniel. You want to remember the breakdown here of the book of Revelation, the first 3 chapters, 4 through 7. 8 through 11, 12 through 14, 15 and 16, 17 through 19, 20 through 22. Right underneath the cross there, that statement, that paragraph, the book of Daniel looks forward to the coming of the Messiah, Jesus Christ, the promised Redeemer, the establishment of a new covenant, or testament, which would take God's natural nation of Israel from being governed by the Old Testament law and place them in a personal, spiritual relationship with God. Daniel 9, 24 through 27 particularly details the introduction of the new covenant by the Messiah and the destruction of the old covenant. The bottom paragraph, the book of Revelation, also looks forward to the coming of Jesus Christ, his second coming for final judgment, the rewards, a new heaven, new earth, and God's spiritual Israel, the church, moving into eternity with him forever.